If you need to update any of the information in the managed router, the next thing to do is to click the blue Go to License button. And that's going to take you to the license details page where you're able to update the SSID and passphrase or change any of the settings for the Wi-Fi. So now let's talk about some of the different items that you'll find here on the license detail page. To start off with, you see the license ID, and when opening a ticket, that license ID is very helpful for support staff when they're helping you. Next is the status, which is typically online, offline. And then remotely deployed here is a legacy item, so that's going to go away if you don't have remotely deployed. What that is just a MikroTik that was in the field before you added the Aries software to it. Finally, we have provisioning status, and you'll see that green light be there. If that happens to not be Managed Router Online, the thing to do is to click that Force Check-in button so that it forces it to check in with the provisioning server and sync its data. You'll notice here we can also run a speed test, update firmware, reboot router, or force check-in. The force check-in button is going to tell the managed router to check in with the provisioning server and get any company profile settings or any updates that you've made to this page and audit the managed router so that they are in sync. Next up, you'll see here the system name that can be updated, and then SNMP contact and location. Those are meaningful if you have a polling system that you would like to be able to poll this managed router and have some details show up in your polling system. If you set the download and upload speed, it's probably appropriate to set auto-tune to no. Auto-tune is another legacy feature that would automatically detect the speed and then tune the router for that speed. However, once we added billing integration for Sonar and PowerCode, that's a lot less used. Finally, we have Wi-Fi settings. You can turn the guest Wi-Fi and primary Wi-Fi on and off, update the SSID and passphrase, or just view them.